The lungs are essential organs of the respiratory system responsible for the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide between the air and the blood. They play a crucial role in maintaining the body's homeostasis by ensuring that adequate oxygen is available for the body's metabolic needs and removing carbon dioxide, a waste product of metabolism. In this article, we will discuss the structure and function of the lungs, the respiratory system, and some of the common diseases that can affect them. Anatomy of the lungs. The lungs are a pair of spongy, cone-shaped organs located in the thoracic cavity, on either side of the heart. They are protected by the rib cage and separated by the mediastinum, a central compartment that contains the heart, great vessels, and other structures. The right lung is larger and consists of 3 lobes, while the left lung is smaller and has 2 lobes to accommodate the position of the heart. Each lung is enclosed in a double-layered membrane called the pleura, which allows the lungs to glide smoothly over the chest wall during breathing. The outer layer of the pleura, called the parietal pleura, is attached to the chest wall, while the inner layer, called the visceral pleura, covers the lung surface. The space between the 2 layers is called the pleural cavity, which contains a small amount of fluid to reduce friction during breathing. The trachea, or windpipe, carries air from the mouth and nose into the lungs. It divides into 2 main branches, the left and right bronchi, which enter the lungs and further divide into smaller bronchioles. The bronchioles branch into even smaller airways, called terminal bronchioles, which lead to the respiratory zone of the lungs. The respiratory zone is where gas exchange occurs, and it consists of millions of tiny air sacs called alveoli, which are surrounded by capillaries. Function of the lungs. The primary function of the lungs is to facilitate the exchange of gases between the air and the blood. During inhalation, air enters the lungs and moves through the airways until it reaches the alveoli. Oxygen diffuses from the air in the alveoli into the surrounding capillaries, where it binds to hemoglobin in red blood cells for transport to the rest of the body. At the same time, carbon dioxide, a waste product of metabolism, moves from the capillaries into the alveoli and is exhaled during exhalation. The process of breathing is a complex mechanism involving the contraction and relaxation of muscles and changes in the size and shape of the thoracic cavity. During inhalation, the diaphragm and intercostal muscles contract, causing the thoracic cavity to expand and the lungs to fill with air. During exhalation, the diaphragm and intercostal muscles relax, and the thoracic cavity decreases in size, forcing air out of the lungs. The respiratory system also plays an important role in regulating the body's acid-base balance. When carbon dioxide dissolves in the blood, it forms carbonic acid, which can alter the pH of the blood. To maintain a stable pH, the respiratory system can adjust the rate and depth of breathing to increase or decrease the amount of carbon dioxide eliminated from the body. Common lung diseases. There are several common lung diseases that can affect the structure and function of the lungs. Some of these include asthma. Asthma is a chronic lung disease characterized by airway inflammation, constriction, and hyperresponsiveness, leading to symptoms such as wheezing, coughing, and shortness of breath. It is usually treated with inhaled bronchodilators and anti-inflammatory medications. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD.